The superintendent's job is to carry out the policy that the board set. So the rudder to the ship is the board, not the superintendent.
There's been a confusion that's happened of what the roles are.
If you ever watch a board meeting, it is quite clear that the superintendent imagines himself to be in charge. First off, he provides the agendas on Thursday night without any supporting documents and expects the board to jump around and try to answer all the questions for all the decisions they are supposed to make over the weekend. Frankly, he's sandbagging them. So the board is forced to try to trust him, and yet when you watch his conduct at the meetings, he's openly defiant when the board pushes back.
Cutting even $1 million is going to be extremely difficult, because where on that list that we had up on the screen do you want to cut $1 million? What program goes away? If our community expects our school resource officers, can't cut that. It would certainly be my ask that the trustees return back to what they initially had said back in October. You could simply just make a motion to bring back to the community a supplemental levy and the request of the original $25 million with really no changes in the line descriptions. Any of that stuff, it all stays the same, just minus perpetuity.
The board is elected by the taxpayers. What I witnessed at the last meeting is reprehensible. A hired superintendent addressed our elected board the way it was addressed. There's no excusing that. We also saw up here on this board, I call it Chicken Little the skies falling list of things that you were demanded to pick from so we could keep our children's sports programs. Last time I checked, we don't allow bullying in our schools. Why is the school board going to put up with demanding you pick from a hand-picked, cherry-picked list that your superintendent put up without all the facts? What wasn't presented is this list of woke agenda categories that can be cut from our school programs. Our children deserve sports. They deserve band, they deserve swimming, they deserve everything. And if you operate within the budget with a minute amount of help from this community, you can accomplish that. It's dire consequences. He's went to our schools, involved our children in this. You know, I don't know if he had anything to do with the walkout or not, but I can tell you this, he goes to the school one day, the children have a walkout that Friday. There's no sense in including our children in adult situations. But what I heard at the last meeting, you made a concession, and then you get a superintendent that you hired tell you no. That's unacceptable. You pick right now. Well, the citizens don't like that, and we're not going to tolerate that.
There were derogatory, insensitive, and inflammatory comments made by Dr. Hucker, our vice chair and a principal in our district, to significant concerns of parents being dismissed, to blatant deception and lack of accountability. It isn't hard to understand why there is a lack of trust and confidence. It's never okay to make derogatory, inflammatory statements or participate in name-calling. At such a sensitive time before the election, comments and claims against the levies were called un-American and disgusting, causing more division between the community and the district. Many community members questioned those comments and made it clear that these statements would only succeed in further alienating the public that we so desperately needed support from. It appears to be blatant deception on the part of some. Recently, I made a comment in the regard that I felt like I should be recording conversations. This is because I question whether I can trust that someone's word will be honored and that the truth will not be twisted. With our superintendent as a trustee, if I don't have trust in you, why would the community have any more trust in that regard?
This can't be tolerated. Now the problem is, he's a governmental employee. He's on a contract. So if you're going to address this issue, he needs to be brought to heel. There need to be consequences for his defiance, and the board needs to resume its role of being in charge. Thank you.